So we just ran in the spot, and then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, you're irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot, and then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the math that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And Akers, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air again. Goff. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Again, Goff. Return this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Makes the score Rams.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And the ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 41, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Gain of 18 on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will throw again. And he'll find Hall. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Seahawks first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. He can run for, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Seattle.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Jason Myers.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Seahawks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Room here to run. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10.
Seahawks 14, Rams 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
And to give this time to the 10. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Wilson. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
Metcalf, incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before break here. Goff. Lefty's got it to Everett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a handoff as they run outside. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 5 now. Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Ridley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Seahawks 20, Rams 17.
Just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And pull it in. What a diving catch there. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, a give to Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Zone now. Here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown! His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
At the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The 30-yard line.
loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Off-play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A good position to be in here, second and inches. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll run here with Akers. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Going right back to Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. One last throw here for goal. It's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Rams.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Spoil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be y'all. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, mighty sorry. Pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Can't help you to reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones when it felt like a Dollar Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex. Whip up in the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Dog, turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub. I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And now he's Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on his ear.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
They find some open field here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Forced out to his left. incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
20-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Ravens.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
4th down, here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Turnover on down.
The Browns drive about to get started, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Carry for Baltimore.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Nick Chubb, the ball
linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nick Chubb. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Airing this one out for Evans. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Matabike coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And some space here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The ball carrier,
J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
At the 13-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean. Residences, 3 different ones a week, cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. That's out to the left and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a quick throw right side. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Browns 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on
that was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello? And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score, Browns 24, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
7 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
You'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Final score.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the...
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. For the whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass. Come through stank. Hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Leo, with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. That's a whole field. He don't want no championship. Get him out of here. I just got a sack like I run up in the backfield. Like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hitting from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made